Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. How are you guys doing today? How are you guys doing today? Hey, this is Gregory Wiles coming live to you from Houston, Texas, with this inspirational morning talk. So first time listeners, I'm on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8:45 a.m. That's our time, Central Time. That's our time here in Houston, Texas, guys. Yes, and the goal is just to give you something a little inspirational to get you to get you through the day, whether you listen to it in the morning, the midday, when you come home at night, it's something, whether you listen to it today, sometime in the future, it's just to give you something a little inspirational, guys. But I just want to give you a little update. I've been doing this now for a little over 3 years, and for people who don't know, I have a YouTube channel also, and all of these talks. And Lily saying, good morning, how are you doing today? Yes, guys, I was doing this for over 3 years now, and who don't know, I have a YouTube channel. Upload these talks that I do to my channel. Right now, I have about 444 videos on there. I was fully committed to this 3 days a week for the last little over 3 years. Started during the pandemic. That's how the idea come about, and I'll continue since then, fully committed to it. So I just want to say about moving forward from June. In June, I can be committed to only 1 day a week. I'm still thinking that day might be Monday. I'm still figuring it out and see where I'm being led, which day of the week. It's going to be on Mondays. I'm going to be committed to 1 day around the same time. If there's any changes, I'll let you guys know. But I'm doing a Bible study for some people I know. I have some regulars who was rocking with me, some for the full 3 years, some like, 2, 1, depends on people. I know this is providing something for them, so I'm going to be committed to the 1 day. But on Tuesdays, I'm a main teacher on a Bible study, which is taking up some more time trying to prepare for that, which I enjoy because I get to go more deep into some of the things here. See, in the mornings, I try to keep it no more. I was try to keep it no more than 10 or 15 minutes, but sometimes some messages I have to go on a little longer, and it might go into the 20s. But the goal in the morning was just a quick fix, and just to get you something going. But in this Bible study, I'll get to really go more in depth and explain things more, because some of these things I need further explanation, and I just don't want to leave you hanging with just a little bit of the information. I need to go in depth and explain some more things further. So whoever's interested and wants some more, and it's Tuesday nights are available. I think we start recording it now, so I'll see how I can post that. Maybe it's on my channel. I don't know. We just started recording it from last night. So whoever wants some more and get in depth in some of these teachings, on Tuesday nights we do that. We do it at 7 Central Time, so that's 8 Eastern Time, right? I am not the host of it. I'm just one of the main teachers on there. I was invited as just to, as a visitor on the group, and I end up being one of the main teachers right now. But like I said, we go for now when I get to go more in depth. That's where I'm being led. But as far as my morning stuff, 1 day a week, most likely it might be Monday. So thinking it might be the better day. And if I'm being led, if I got something great to share, I might pop on some other time during the week and do some stuff there. But yes, that's where I'm heading. Like I said, 444 videos, and I still have a few more to upload. I think the last 3 that I did, Miss Tracy Hammer. Good morning. How are you doing, Tracy? You could go back and listen to this, Tracy, giving an update. From June, I'm going to be on 1 day a week. Yes, guys, but I just want to say, guys, I'm speaking from my heart today, nothing prepared. I'm just speaking from my heart. But I want to tell you guys, I just how this whole journey started with me. And I want to encourage some people, because God might put in something on your heart to do. You might be on the fences. You might be a little scared. You might tell yourself, I don't know enough. I'm not ready. But I want to tell you, the greatest professionals that we enjoy, the craft, what they're doing, whether it's in whatever area. I mean, we got professionals in all different things. We got entertainers, we got people sing, dance, we got sports people, we got good preachers, we a lot of professionals that is top in the game right now. I just want to tell you, they were once amateurs. So if God put something on your heart to do, I tell you, just go ahead, do it. If He show you what the plans that He have for you, and show you it might just overwhelm you. It just might just overwhelm you. So he just let you start off a little by little. And my journey, how I started out, I really was in a situation that I think, if something was more to my life, and I sort of start to finances. And I know I always grew up in the church and everything, but then I started to get deeper. I said, what I need is, is in the Word. And I went deeper and deeper, deeper, start studying more. And when I realized how the enemy was tricking us, how we're just puppets, the enemy just tricking us day in and day out, this stuff get me so upset. And I said, God, you know what? I want to help. I want to help. I want to help spread this word. I want to help people to know how the enemy is tricking us, right? And he said, okay, well, you've been studying for a little while now. I want you to go in your family meeting. We have a family meeting here. And he said, I just want you to go in that family meeting and just do a little 5 minutes and share a little bit 5 minutes of what you learned. And I was like, man, God, who's going to listen to me? What difference are you going to make? He said, don't get beside yourself. This is not about you. You asked me to help, and I'm going to tell you, just start, do a little 5 minute stop, and just share what you learn and all this studying you do. And I was busy then, right, guys? So I'm telling you, don't make an excuse. I was busy, and in Houston here, we have to drive a lot. You got to drive a lot, like most of the southern states. You do a lot of driving. And I just have no business. So I was probably on the road, moving from location to location, about 4 or 5 hours a day driving. So that's the time I used to study. I had a lot of audio, and I would study on the audio stuff, right? Great teachings, even the Bible, everything. And if I find something I need to record, I would pull over and I would just, make a note of it that I got to go and follow up later. Say that to say is that there's no excuse, right? When he asks you to do something, you go and you do it. So I started out there, and then after a while, I did that for about 3 years in the meeting, and then they start to take over the meeting. The 5 minutes turned to 10 minutes, then 20 minutes, then half an hour, and the whole meeting started to become about that. And then that was not the goal and the purpose of that family meeting. It was just to, the family to discuss stuff. We had an order, how we going. So I was like, you know what? He said, okay, I needed to move on. And during the pandemic, he said, I want you to go on Facebook Live. And the first message he gave me was the one about telling people about the power of the tongue. About the power of the tongue, because people, the lockdown had just happened, and parents had to be home teaching the kids. They were frustrated. They were, I was talking to a lot of parents, and they was cursing the kids out, and because it's just in frustration, right? Because they are not teachers. They locked down, your finances, you're studying, if all kind of things going through parents' head, and there you're telling me I got to be teaching my children now. So that was frustrating, and I hear parents was really complaining and the frustration that was taken out on the kids. So he said, I want you to go and warn people about the power of their tongue. And I was like, man, God, I got to get a good camera and setup and background and all of this stuff. And I was putting it off for 3 weeks. And one day he said, hey, and I was doing exercises in the mornings at that time. I was just walking around the neighborhood just to keep myself fit, because nothing else to do. And he said one day after about the 3rd week, putting him off, he said, hey, you have a phone in your hand. Go on Facebook Live right now and share this message with people. I didn't know nothing about Facebook Live. I was not a big, into the whole tech, nothing and that stuff like that. So one day I just said, okay, let me see this Facebook Live thing, and I tried it out a little bit. And the next day he said, hey, click that, put on the camera right now and start talking while you're walking. You don't have to get no big background. You don't have to get no big camera set up. He said, turn the camera on right now and start speaking. I said, okay. And I went on Facebook Live. I did the message and get a lot of great response. People was like, thank you for understanding this. And anyhow, when I went on and he leave me, I started going on 3 days a week there. And like I said, I went on, I started doing a lot of motivational stuff just to get people through the pandemic, because I know a lot of things was on people's mind, just something positive. And then it turned into going on 3 years doing what I'm doing here right now, right? And then so now he led me on to this Bible study group. Like I said, I just went on as a regular member. Now I become one of the main teachers on this. So he's taking me in a different direction. So I want to tell people, Like greatest professionals was amateur, because I tell myself I didn't know nothing. You know, the spirit of fear is gonna always come on you and tell you, oh, you don't know nothing. When people start challenging you and asking you questions, you don't even know the Bible like that. Where you gonna go and tell people, hey, you could only tell people what you know. What you don't know, you can't tell them about. Right? What you know, you can talk about. So if he asks you to do something with a little that you do know, and your message and your gift does not have to be sharing his word. That was just my story. Because everything you're doing is going to help the kingdom. He gave you a gift that's going to help the kingdom out. So this technology we're using here right now, somebody had to invest their time in it, and it's helping his kingdom, because I can sit in my living room here and talking to people around the country and around the world. So this is helping the kingdom. So your gift don't always have to be anything but spreading his word. That was just my thing, the way how he asked me to help. I tell him I want to help. All I did was say yes when he called. All I did was say yes. I did not consider myself no pastor. I didn't went to no seminary school or nothing, but he said, I'll teach you. You say yes, and I will help you. Remember when he called Moses to go and get the people out of Israel? Moses started to make a lot of excuses, like, man, God, I can't speak. I'm not a good speaker. What are you telling me to do? I got to go up against Pharaoh. He said, no, man, I just want you to say yes. He said, okay, since you can't speak, I can get your brother Aaron to speak for you. I'm going to tell you what I want to say. You can tell Aaron. And you know you can't tell him. Aaron is a great speaker. So I'm giving you the best speaker. You can't speak. So he's saying, you don't have to know everything. I'm going to teach you. I'm going to teach you. I'm going to help you through the journey that I asked you to do, guys. Right? Then Gideon, too. When he called Gideon, he told Gideon, you can go and deliver your people. Gideon's like, I come from the weakest tribe. My tribe is the weakest, and I'm the least in my tribe, who is already the weakest. So I'm like at the last of the line. He said, no, you mighty man. You mighty warrior. That's how we see him. That's how we made him, right? And Gideon went on and delivered his people. Gideon think of himself as nothing, as least, just how some of us might think of ourselves, right? Remember David, the big great king. He was just a shepherd. He was just a shepherd, right? So I'm telling you to say, don't wait till you get a lot of knowledge. Don't wait. You will never feel comfortable. The enemy will never make you feel comfortable. He's always tell you, don't know enough, you're not ready yet and all that. But if God is putting something on your heart to do, I encourage you to just go. Just say yes, and he's going to follow you. He's going to lead you. He can't show you everything that's what he has in store for you, because that's not faith. He wants you to have faith and trust him, right? Because if he show you that, like I said, it might just overwhelm you. So I'm just saying, guys, just if he's putting something on your heart to do, you just do it. I never see myself doing this and talking and spreading his word and all of that. People who grew up with me, went to school with me, they're probably surprised when they see this, doing this kind of stuff, right? Because I did a lot of wickedness in my time too. I never see myself doing this, but when you say yes, he's going to work with you. He's going to teach you. Wherever he lead, you just got to follow, right? I started out 5 minutes doing this in a little family gathering with 5-6 people. And then after about 3 years, when he think I was ready, he told me you need to go on Facebook and start doing this. I do this for 3 years on Facebook now. When he think he's ready, he promote me to the next level. So I'm in a different audience. This group got people from all over the world where I really get to really teach. So I'm saying, if anyone who wants more and have time on Tuesdays, you could just hit me up and I can put you onto the host and get you link up, and you can still enjoy some of the work that I do, like I said, and you could ask questions. It's more interactive, and that's what I like. I want feedback from people, and they can ask questions. If it's something not clear, I could explain it more and get in more details, and it's making a lot of difference in people's lives. People are getting excited about the gospel. They're really understanding, because they're getting to go to foundational stuff and building that foundation and really giving you a solid foundation. So people are really excited about it. So anyone who interested in that, I can give you, just shoot me, a message, and I can tell you more about that. But like I said, for the people who just join in, from June, I'm going to be committing to 1 day a week. 1 day a week. Most likely might be Mondays, but I'll let you guys know a little bit more what day that week. But I'm thinking it's Monday. I committed to 1 day a week going forward, and then I see how he leads me from there. But yes, like I said, Start, guys. If you put something on your heart to do, you do it. You do it. Like I said, it doesn't have to be spreading his word. It doesn't have to, but everything that you do is going to help his kingdom. His kingdom need everything. You know, it's like a palace. A kingdom is a palace. The palace got to get all kind of stuff in it. The king it's just one king they're gonna have, but they got to get all kind of workers doing, somebody tending the garden, somebody cleaning the palace. They got people purchasing stuff for the palace. They've got people making stuff, people taking care of the horses. Everything helps the kingdom, right? So whatever's your gift, don't ever let the enemy talk you out and say, oh, you are not making a difference. You are going to make a difference, because he said, you know the plans he has for us, plans to prosper us, plans to give us a hope in the future and expected end, right? And I just want to finish out with Isaiah 41:10. Isaiah 41:10 said, don't be afraid, for I am with you. Don't be discouraged, for I am your God. I will help you. I will strengthen you, and I will help you, and I will hold you up in my righteous right hand. So if he's asking you to do something, don't be afraid, because he said he will be with you. He said, don't be discouraged. He said, for I am your God. If I ask you to do it, I'm not going to leave you alone. I'm going to be right there with you. Right there with you, teaching you, helping you, giving you the right connections, putting you onto the right people, giving you the right breaks that you need when you need it. Though you got to be patient, because he said there's a way that seems right to us, but in the end, they end in death and destruction. If you force it and just want to go ahead and do things, he gonna promote you when you are ready. When he think you are ready, he's gonna promote you. So you got to be patient. You got to be patient. And he's going to promote you when you're ready, when he thinks you're ready. Because the last thing he wants to do is set you up for failure. It's set you up for failure. A lot of us just want to get, we want to be successful. But just think, if you just start out, let's say a business, or I just start out doing this. If you didn't start me doing 5 minutes in a little family meeting in front of 5-6 people, and all of a sudden you get an audience of 1 million people, you think you could handle that? You think you can handle that? It's like one person was saying, people that pray, I want to get the power of healing. As soon as I touch somebody, I can heal them. I want to get that power. And you're praying for the type of power. Be careful what you pray for. You wouldn't have a life. People would be outside your door, knocking down your door. You walking on the street. You wouldn't get no peace, because some people need healing and want you to touch them or want you to heal them. So you got to be careful what you pray for. So he's going to give you bit by bit, as he know you can handle, so you can still enjoy your life, right? So you got to be patient and work the process. Trust his process, and he's going to take you where you should go. All right, guys. So I'm going to leave that there. Like I said, unprepared today, just talking from the heart. And I just want to encourage people out there. Follow your path, follow your dreams. Don't wait to know everything. Don't let the enemy tell you don't know enough and you're not ready yet. The greatest professional was once an amateur. The greatest professional was once an amateur. They didn't start out being great at the craft. It's through practice and through years of grind and practice to get to where they are, right? And now we can enjoy what they're doing. So, guys, start where you are. Don't let the enemy talk you out of it. All right? I'm going to leave that there today. I can talk to you guys again on Friday. But yes, starting on June, I'm going to be cutting back to 1 day a week instead of the 3 days a week. And anyone who's interested in the Bible study on Tuesdays could send me a message, and I'll get you hooked up to it, where we're doing really good stuff there. All right, guys, have a great day, and we'll talk again on Friday. Goodbye.